Hey everyone, I just want to thank you firstly for clicking onto my video where I recorded the making of a soap I named Birch and Leaves. This soap is scented with end-use fragrance oil crackling birch, and I was absolutely in love with this one for fall. These are pre-recorded videos, and because I've had them in my archive, I decided let's go ahead and share how I made these beautiful soaps. From their website, this scent describes with a top of bergamot and lemon, with mid-notes of geranium, lily, and rose, basing with patchouli, vetiver, and tonka beans. Now those just sound amazing, and I guess that y'all could see why I fell so in love with this fragrance oil. Like, it scented my house. The scent was so strong. It's not even a candle, but I'm gonna talk about the throw. The throw was so high, and it was amazing, and I enjoyed just even making the soap because of how great it smelled to me. So I just added sodium lactate to my cooled lye solution, mixed that up, and added those to my melted oils. And I'm using a spatula as well to help me in the mixing process so that I don't over blend with my stick blender, where my batch starts to set up faster than I need it to, because I intended on making swirls throughout this design, more like a one pot wonder, and you'll see where I mix them eventually. I'm using titanium dioxide here for my white, and the other colors are custom blend micas of yellow, gold, brick reds, browns, just to with the color scheme. So all my colors, the 4 or 5 colors I think here I used are custom blend, so I won't go into naming the exact mica, but I just mixed until I felt like that was a color that I liked, and I think that they came together so nicely for the ultimate design that I ended up with. Here you just see me coloring the mixture that I broke off. I split the mixture up into 4, and I'm just coloring them as I go and testing the potency with the mixing, just to see if the color payoff is what I was looking for. And eventually you'll see me add them together, but for now I really enjoyed just how liquidy my mixture still was at this point, because I've definitely struggled with my soap batters setting up on me faster than I needed them to. So I really really came a long way with learning not to over blend with my stick blender, and then adding my colors and fragrance oil as I go. So at this point in the process, all the micas, and I can go to all the I've added the fragrance oil, and then I just need so that I can also have it set up on me, that my micas start to become also a little bit brighter, because I do realize that pouring time, I have all my 4 colors already mixed in, and I'm just pouring them back into my main container, which has that white mixture, so it's kind of like a little off-white looking. And then I poured different colors in the 4 corners with that brown in the middle, and then made a swirl. I didn't mix or blend any other of the mixture inside of that pot, but I did try to pour in a swirl, like just so that the weight of the mixture would break up the colors as I go. And I think that that was just so amazing. In the final cut though, I did see areas in the yellow where I feel like, okay, maybe I could have used my spatula and maybe like do one big swirl in the pot before I poured it. But ultimately, I was still pleased with all of the bars that came out and every swirl, because every single one was so unique and so beautiful in my opinion. So I really enjoyed that. And here you see me mixing up the part that I separated for the frosting, which is going to go on top of the soap for the rest of the design. In my piping bag here, I have mica mixed up with oils, and I just dripped that along the side of that piping bag and then poured some of the mixture into the piping bag, so that once I did start piping on the frosting part of the soap, that I would get little streaks of color coming out of the side based off of the design of the tip I chose to use. And you will see where the colors just came out ever so slightly on the corners of the frosting, and I think it did add such a unique touch to the design overall. I pre-piped some other leaves a couple of days before to prep for what I would call the embeds of the top of this soap. So they're all just free flowing, and none are like really exact to the other, but they're similar colors as what I use to mix in the batter of the main soap. So it all ties together very nicely in my opinion. And I just have 2 colors of that brick red, and I have some yellow mixed with gold mica for my yellow colored leaves, and I just sprinkled those sporadically with no design, or just that the color would, you know, blend. There was no method to this part of the madness. I pretty much just put them all on there, however, and just tried to evenly spread the colors across. But I love the design of the soap. I think it's one of the most beautiful soaps I've made, and I just really I really enjoyed it and wanted to share it with you guys of how I came with this design and how it turned out once I was done. With a small brush, I brushed a little bit of that excess mica that was mixed in the oil on top of the leaves, just to give it a little bit of a shimmer to it, and that it would dry that way, and eventually once the soap is cured, that it would give it a little bit of a pizzazz. So this is what the finished soap looks like so far, and I think it's unfair if I say one more time that I think this soap is beautiful, but I really liked how it turned out. And 24 hours later, I cut that slab into loaves, and I got 4 loaves out of it, and I'll go ahead and you'll see me cutting the loaves into bars. and I'll go and show you flip each one so as well along the way, so that you can see the design that I got from each one and how unique they all were. I think that's so beautiful, and I still love this soap to this day. I definitely will be trying this technique more often. I do love it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this technique and the colors that I chose and the ultimate look as well. And now for the cut, so we can get right into that. And I have sped up a few of these clips as well so that it's not too lengthy. I appreciate your time for sticking with me through all these couple of minutes so far, but this is what we ended up with, guys. I love it. I can't stress that enough. I hope you loved it too. Let me know in the comment box below how you felt about it, and if you learned something, or if you thought that I could have done something better, or if you just enjoyed the process of watching me make this soap. I think it's so amazing, and I hope you guys think so as well. Thank you guys for sticking with me through this. There are some parts where my camera just was not trying to focus to give a clear picture of the details in the soaps that I was trying to show you guys, but I have definitely sped up all the way through this whole entire last part of me cutting the soaps, so that you can, I could show all the designs that I ended up with on each bar. They're so unique to each other, and I just love that so much about this technique. And as well, the link to my website is at the end of the video and in the description box, and my IG handle where I post other videos and other pictures of the other products that I make, like body butters and candles. I really enjoy those, and also looking forward to adding bath salts and body oils in the future. So stick around for that, and I will definitely be posting more and posting the process along the way, documenting my business so far, how it started, and I may go into some admin parts, like admin stuff of my inventory, how I record that, and just where I'm at in the entire process. Thank you so much for your interest in what I'm doing, and thank you for sticking with me through these 15 minutes. I hope you enjoyed.